Greetings, YouTube. Well, tomorrow's the election. A lot of Americans have already voted. I did. My ballot was received on October 8th, so I was in early. And all the early votes so far are slanted towards Biden, which is encouraging. But we know that a lot of the red caps don't care about mitigation efforts at all. They don't wear masks. They can congregate in large groups, and they catch COVID-19 at higher percentages. I saw a comment recently someone had made about the fact that so many Republican politicians had caught COVID-19, and their belief was that must be a conspiracy, that someone is deliberately infecting them. And the reality is that more Republicans don't wear masks. It's that simple. There's no conspiracy, other than the fact that Republicans have been telling people not to wear masks. That's a conspiracy of stupidity. As far as I'm concerned, it should be considered a crime against humanity if you're telling people not to wear masks during a pandemic. Yeah, that's dumb, and it's dangerous, and it should be considered incredibly irresponsible. But of course it won't be, not in America, not anywhere else. But since they don't care about that, they may show up in large numbers on the 3rd, which means we need to too. There's some, I didn't realize this until just today when I saw it on White People Twitter. I think it's called White People Twitter. It's a aggregation of Twitter comments, and there are apps out there like Neighborhood. Is it Neighborhood? There's a couple of apps that allow you to make comments about your community anonymously. You have a profile, but it's an anonymous profile. And someone had left a comment about the fact that there were hundreds of black people congregating and they didn't know why. They were in line to vote early. So someone was panicking because they saw a whole bunch of black people all together. But they were all together in a line, all waiting their turn to vote early. And that scared them. And I'm getting the feeling they're probably a red cap. Because other than that, why would you comment? Why would you care if there's a group of people of any ethnicity gathering anywhere? Well, I guess if they were red caps all wearing armor and carrying firearms, that might make me nervous. No, it would make me nervous. It always does. But the important thing to remember about this particular election, other than the fact that we are attempting to save democracy, is that millennials outnumber the boomers, my generation. Technically, I'm at the end. I'm 64. I was born in 1964. That technically makes me one of the boomers. And I am not like my cohorts in the sense that I am a progressive. I am left of AOC. So yeah, I'm not a typical boomer. But we can end the boomer hegemony if the millennials just show up on the 3rd. You go to the polls tomorrow. If every single millennial is registered to vote and votes on November 3rd and votes for Biden and votes all the way down the ticket for Democrats, the GOP is over. And I know there have been people in the millennial community and younger out there protesting in the streets for months over Breonna Taylor, over George Floyd, over every single black person that has been executed by the police. And you should. You're exercising your freedoms. Well, tomorrow's your chance to do the same thing. You show up. You vote. You win. It really is that simple. Don't let the GOP stop you. Don't let their efforts to disenfranchise you and to suppress you work, because they've been trying really hard. And the reason they've been trying really hard is because they're scared. They're scared of a free and fair election. So you have to do anything you got to do. You got to crawl over broken glass to get your vote into that ballot box and help get them out of power. But the election is yours to have. Just go take it.